this person because he has what I don't have. I'm breaking the sixth commandment. In my mind, I'm thinking that I want to have it. I'm stealing it from them in my mind. Yeshua says, if you think about it, and he's using the example of adultery. He says, don't commit adultery. He says, don't even look at another woman with those kinds of thoughts. If I have those kinds of thoughts, looking at somebody else's house or somebody else's wife, then what have I done? I've basically, in my mind, stolen it from them. I've wished evil on this person. I've judged this person. I'm opening myself up to bear false witness. That in doing so, I steal, I murder, I dishonor my life. I find no rest because I'm all bent out of shape wanting what somebody else has, and I judge this person so that I do away with Yahweh, who is Elohim, and I make myself Elohim in everything. And I put myself back into bondage, believing that I'm the one that can take myself out of it. But I don't want to come out of it because at this point, I can't see. So if I break the 9th and 10th commandments, I break all the commandments in front of it. So when it tells us specifically to do these things, we have to do these things. But then it says, and all the people perceived the thundering and the lightning and the voice of the shofar and the mountain smoking. And when all the people saw it, they trembled and stood afar off. And they said unto Moses, you speak with us, and we will hear, but let not Elohim speak to us, lest we die. This was the killing moment for the children of Israel. That when we believe in this way, then we cannot hear the instruction of Elohim. The people perceived, this is a play on words. The word for people is am, which means people. The root of is amam. It's spelled with the ayin, a letter that represents perception, a closed mem, which represents the word that we can read. It's the revealed word, what we read when we read this Torah as a story. But it also represents Mashiach, that is more than simply this idea that's developed through the ages about some guy named Messiah that's supposed to show up and be king. Mashiach means so much more than that. Mashiach means the anointing of Yahweh that opens our eyes to be able to see His Word and understand, kind of like what we're doing this evening, that we're looking at it deeper than what it is. Mashiach allows our eyes to be opened and then opens our ears to be able to hear what the Spirit of Elohim has to tell us. Okay? But if we're too distracted with the thundering and the lightning and the voice of the shofar and the mountain smoking, what distracts us? Do the problems in life distract us? Do the unlimited amount of doctrines and rabbinical takanot or decrees that we read about distract us from trying to build a relationship with our Elohim? What distracts us? Because amam is a word that means dark or dim. And it's a dark or dim perception of the word and the anointing that allows us to see and to hear what Elohim is telling us. And when this is the case, we depend on someone else to hear Elohim for us and tell us what He says. What is our responsibility? Our responsibility is to worship in spirit and in truth. But to worship is to pray, to study, and to spend quality time with our Elohim, so that we will be spiritually connected to be able to understand what His Word is telling us. But we have to have a relationship with Elohim. I can't depend on my rabbi, or my pastor, or the preacher, or the televangelist, or the best-selling author to hear Elohim for me. Because then all he's doing is he's hearing God. And that's where it stops. Because simply the word God can't tell me anything. I have to stay connected to Yahweh Elohim to understand that He and He alone is everything there is, everything there was, everything there will be, today, yesterday, and tomorrow. And that He and He alone can restore me, redeem me, deliver me, and bring me rest. This is our study of the Ten Commandments. Okie dokie. And grooviness has been achieved.